Okay, in this video, we're basically just going to talk about how I constructed the mount and why I constructed the mount the way I did. There's two shapes that you really need to know, and one is going to be a T, and the other one is going to be an L. You need a T at the front, so you can grab two spots in the front and a center spot back here in the back. This is just a 3/8 bolt with a wing nut on the bottom of it. And these are just screwed down into some little grommet screw holes here that are made for power poles. I could have put holes in the hull if I wanted to. I just avoided doing that because it wasn't necessary. The other shape is this L shape. And the reason for the L shape is two different reasons, really. One, you need the height provided here. So when you pull the motor down, the motor comes up in the back and you have some clearance between here and the water line. It allows you to go over logs or rocks and stuff without any real problems in the rivers. The hinge always goes in the center of this space right here at the top of the L. And down here in the front, I have this eye bolt, and this steering, or not steering arm, the pull-up spot here is made like this because it pulls to a center point and down, which causes your motor to stay this way when you have it pulled up, because the way these motors are weighted, they want to fall like that. So this L shape right here is what keeps this thing running level all the time. And when you drop it, it's what causes it to drop straight. This is some C-channel from the tongue of an old trailer. It has very little welding. There's two little strip welds right here holding this platform that I used to make the eye bolt. There's some little welds right here in this edge right here to connect the T. And then there's a weld right here on a 45. Just a little strip of welds that's keeping this other piece of C-channel straight up for me. I skeletonized all of this just to lose some weight, but to be honest with you, it probably only weighs about maybe 3 pounds or so without the motor. The cool thing about the way this mount is built is this pin right here. I can knock this pin out and take this 30-pound thrust off and then have a whole 55-pound thrust that'll slide right in here, and everything's connected at a wire clip right here. So I can just disconnect, knock this pin out, and change whatever size motor I want. And the switch is capable of running both of them. We'll definitely get into the switch and stuff in some other videos when I start talking about the electric stuff. But it's really more all about setting it up in a way that works with your boat. Your boat might not be as tall as this one in the back, so you might have to change this. Your boat might be taller in the back, so this could be shorter. What you're looking to do is get this thing just under the water enough that it doesn't suck air, while leaving enough leverage at the top that it's easy to pull down. I can lift and drop this motor with one hand from a seated position with no problems whatsoever. I think this is a really solid setup, and if anybody wants to ask more questions about the mounts or the steering or the electric as we go along, just drop your questions in the comments or find me on Instagram or Facebook and message me, and I will try to walk you through it. You know, outside of the cost of the battery, you can build one of these for a boat fairly cheap. I would say less than, $500 for sure, maybe even $400, depending on what you have to buy and what you have laying around. So thanks for watching. Give me a subscribe.